Hi everyone, welcome to my cyberspace. In this video, I'll be talking about what are the things you need to do when you get the dataset from the stakeholder. You have the questions already from the stakeholder. One principle that I used to use when I want to really access my dataset is the principle of variability. I don't know if actually this exists, but the principle of variability for me is that you want to have a good number of variability in your analysis before you analyze. You also don't want to have too much of a variability. So when you're accessing like a dataset, imagine there's one of the question there, everybody picked yes or everybody picked no. And most time in data analysis, what we try to do is we have a point of comparison. We're either comparing multiple groups or two groups together, like male and female, or people's like age or whatever it is. So if it's a categorical data and everything is just the same thing, that might be an indication that might not be useful for your analysis. Also, if you have so much of variability, that might also be an indication that it's not also useful for your analysis. Imagine you have a data set like a zip code and everybody stays in multiple zip code. You start to think about it that this is not something that is useful for my analysis. When you have a good number of variability, that might be an indication. Another thing also you start to look at is, based off of this data set, can this data answer the question that my stakeholder is asking me to ask? One thing also you want to look at is that you might also not need personal identifiable information when it comes to your analysis. Things like people's name, first name, last name, their address, the ID, all of those things, or social security number. So everybody have like a unique ID, and you can't just say, okay, all the people that are being John are actually related to this type of result. So that doesn't necessarily make sense. So when it comes to personal identifiable information, you might also want to take them out of your analysis. So that's one way to look at things, and when you apply this principle, it's really going to help you. In case you want to learn more about what are the right approach to look at your data set well before analysis, you could head over to my YouTube channel to learn more about that. Thank you. Ciao.